What's up, y'all? Welcome back to My Unpopular Opinion. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like my commentary, as well as pressing the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. So I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion, and what I want to discuss with Megan is the fact that Megan cannot keep a man. It seems like, she can't keep a man. I fear it seems like Megan goes through men the way that we go through a piece of tissue. Like, she just throws them away when she's done using them, and it's almost like Megan is living her life like she is the hip-hop version of The Bachelorette. Okay, she is on the Bachelorette show, or the female version of Flavor of Love at this point, and we just have a front row seat to it. Now, a lot of the turmoil that Megan has had in her life that we've seen has come from either the guys that she's dating or the guys she's dating at the time, or how she discards her friends, because Megan does discard her friendships as well. Megan has dated Moneybagg Yo, Trey Songz, G-Eazy, Michael Beasley, Travis Kelce, The Baby Smashed, Tory Lanez, even though he was allegedly messing with Kelsey, her old best friend, first, and that's how all that stuff happened between them, which we'll get into. And then Pardison Fontaine, which was her most recent boyfriend, who writes all of Cardi B's music, allegedly, even though he's credited. And her newest boyfriend, Romelu Lukaku, if I'm pronouncing that right. She was recently spotted with him, and I don't know if they're like an item, but we can only assume that they're dating, talking. Dating is a wide variety, and we can say what dating is. Dating does not necessarily mean sleeping with every single person, although in my opinion I do believe that Megan slept with all these people plus more. But just covering the term of dating, that can mean talking to, going out on dates, sleeping with some. It's a wide umbrella with dating. But in Megan's case, I believe that she's dated all these men and she's also slept with them. Now, I'm not shaming Miss Megan for dating around, but I will say that when you become a public figure, I think, especially as a woman in hip-hop, I think it's very important to pick and choose who you date and sleep with, and to be a little bit more discreet about that, because now you do have a large platform. But my personal opinion is that Megan is an opportunist and a user. I think that Megan wanted to get in this industry, and she had every idea that she was going to do whatever she could to get to the top. And I think part of her strategy to get to the top has been to network and use her body and use her, her looks and her being a female in this industry, and try to use it to her advantage. I think Megan has used a lot of these men for their connections and whatever else she could get from them. And then when she's done with them, she just goes on to the next one, just like she does her friendships. I feel like at this point, if Megan is not in a serious relationship with a guy, I don't think that she should publicize the relationship. I don't think she should be seen out, because at this point, it's not a good look, because she's dated around and allegedly slept around so much in the industry that people are even afraid, if she's standing next to a guy, like, oh, she probably smashing him too. Even when she was caught at Beyonce's concert dancing around and she was like whispering with Jay-Z, everybody was speculating, oh, is she sleeping with him allegedly? Is she doing something with him? Because we just don't know at this point, because we know that Megan has allegedly spread those legs open and busted open as much as she could, to get ahead. And so it wouldn't be far-fetched, and you can't blame people for speculating that or believing it. We thought that her and the baby were just friends, who had like a musical chemistry, as a lot of artists do. Then we find out later, after the Tory Lanez situation, that she was smashing the baby allegedly, and according to him, he's publicly said that, and she got mad at him for it. And it's like, well, Megan, you can't expect to be this celebrity in hip-hop, a female rapper, and not expect guys to come out talking about smashing you. It's just not a good look for her. Even with the Tory Lanez situation, the reason that happened happened was because you were trying your hardest to smash another man. And let's get into that. My opinion is that her friend Kelsey, who is a pretty girl as well, I think that her friend Kelsey was dating Tory first from what we've heard. And I think Megan kind of felt like, well, I'm the celebrity. I'm the one that's famous and got money allegedly and this, that, and the third. So why would he be talking to her and not me? And I feel like after that, for her ego, she decided to start sleeping and messing around with Tory, in my opinion. And look where that led her. That led her to a whole big situation and a whole case where now a man is going to jail for all these years because of the situation. Now, they said that Megan wanted to get with Tory because remember during quarantine, Tory had quarantine radio. I remember he used to do numbers on his live on quarantine radio. He would get like 1 million viewers and stuff like that. And like I said, Megan is an opportunist that was willing to do whatever to get to where she is now. And so seeing he had clout with quarantine radio, he had connections with a lot of other celebrities. She wanted to get on there too and talking with him and playing around with him and then sleeping around with him allegedly. Then that's how you end up getting ahead is what she was thinking, but then it led to a bad situation, right? And so I feel like Megan needs to learn from these situations. She's done the same thing with her friends. She has allegedly backstabbed Malibu Mitch. Remember, she backstabbed Asian Doll by taking her off of a song, and Asian didn't know until the song came out with somebody else on it. Megan, she also betrayed Nicki Minaj by telling her she would come on Queen Radio if Nicki did the feature with her for Hot Girl Summer. Nicki held up her end of the bargain and Megan flaked on her and then started shading her and collaborating with people who hate her after that. But Megan used people for what they have and what she can get from them, and then she throws them away. And as you can see, it's not doing good for her, and it's tarnishing her brand, and it's making her look like a vindictive user who ends up playing the victim, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, I actually think Megan is problematic. I thought she was problematic early on. I have a good eye for people who are disingenuous, and I felt like Megan gives off a disingenuous vibe from the very beginning. And the reason why is because I saw how she was willing to be friends with everybody, right? And it's not just like someone who's just polite to everyone. I felt like she was willing to be friends with this person, be friends with that person. Oh, this is my girl today. And when you're willing to be friends with people who are like enemies and you keep doing that a lot and you flip-flop from here to there, like I always say, anybody who's willing to be friends with everybody is nobody's friend. Right? I think, like I said, Megan uses people and she plays every side of the fence for her own benefit, but I don't think she's anyone's actual friend, right? I think that she is detached emotionally, which is a very Aquarius trait. I know she's an Aquarius, but she cannot be trusted. I used to say that all the time. Like, people are like, oh, I love Megan. And I used to be like, yeah, but something about her just not connecting with me. And now I see why. I don't think she could be trusted. And I think she's just very self-centered and all about self all the time. And I don't think that's going to take her very far in the music industry. Now, we do see she also has other stuff going on. Her record label, and I wanted to touch on that too, that there were rumors swirling around that Carl, who is the owner of 1501, that they started off actually with an alleged relationship or like some sort of sexual relationship, allegedly. And then, they went into business together with the record deal and stuff like that. And then even that turned sour. So I think Megan needs to learn how to separate business and pleasure and her personal life from her business and professional life. That's a big issue that I think she's going to have to overcome. I also do think that I didn't connect with Megan as well because I feel like her music all sounds the same. Everything is like super repetitive. It's the same flow. Everything is just very like, babble talk. I don't know. She's not very different from Iggy Azalea, the way you guys say Iggy raps. I don't know why Iggy gets all this hate, probably because she's Caucasian, but Megan is not too far off. She might be able to pronunciate and enunciate a little bit better than Iggy, but Iggy is foreign, but to me, they have the same kind of flow and they kind of both do that like babble thing. I don't know. So the people have spoken, Megan, and according to the people, they say that you should keep your legs closed, okay? They say you're a woman of some status now and that it's time to close the legs, okay? Close them legs, stop eyeing Jay-Z, stop trying to bounce from this D to that D, and focus on your music and focus on finding some versatility in your music and focus on being a more genuine person. And I think people would see that in you more, okay? All these publicity stunts where you running around town with this big curly hair and doing this and doing that, trying to seem innocent and cute. Girl, we see through that, okay? Be genuine, be yourself, and get therapy, okay? So y'all, let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this topic in this video. Do y'all think Megan needs to close those legs to marry men, allegedly? Or do you think that it's okay? Do you think, like, you know, let her do her thing, she should just keep it private? Who knows? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.